35 Black Hawk helicopters needed to replace the cancelled Mi-171 helicopter deal. Please like and share the video, and subscribe to the channel. The Philippines ambassador to the United States Jose Manuel Romualdez recently told the Philippine press that the Department of National Defense, or DND, is now looking into an offer by the United States to provide 13 to 14 Black Hawk helicopters that will be upgraded as heavy lift type helicopters to replace the cancelled deal for 16 Mi-17 helicopters from Russia. This piece of news left me scratching my head for a number of reasons. First off, what happened to the plan to replace the Mi-17 helicopters with CH-47 Chinook helicopters with a special price for the Philippines that he talked about before, which I also made a video about? Has that been scrapped for this new deal? If so, why was it so? Or are they just considering as many options as possible? Second, the Black Hawk is a smaller and lighter helicopter than the Mi-17. In fact, the height of its cabin is only 1.37 meters. Or 4 feet and 6 inches, so it can't allow standing passengers to carry more people. On the other hand, the Mi-17, being a bigger helicopter, has a taller cabin height of 1.8 meters or 5 feet and 11 inches, which allows it to carry standing passengers. Third, there are Black Hawk helicopters that have been upgraded for heavy lifting, but these refer to its external loads, not to its ability to carry passengers. But let's take a closer look at what it will take for the Black Hawk helicopters to replace the Mi-17 helicopters. Here though, I will consider instead the Mi-171A2 instead of the Mi-17V5 that I used in my previous video, because for one, I found a better source of information for it in the Russian Helicopters website. The Mi-171 is also the latest export version of the Mi-17 aircraft, and that is likely what we were going after. It is very similar to the Mi-17V5 in terms of characteristics and performance, with some differences between them only in terms of the equipment. I will be kind to the Americans, so I will only consider the seated capacity of the Mi-171, since the Black Hawk can't accept standing passengers. The Mi-171 can only seat 24 passengers, or still more than twice the 11 seated passengers that the Black Hawk can carry. This means that in terms of overall combined seated passenger capacity, the 16 Mi-171 helicopters can carry 384 seated passengers. To at least equal this, 35 Black Hawk helicopters would be needed, which will have a total combined seated passenger capacity of 385. In terms of price, Ambassador Romualdez didn't say if the Black Hawk helicopters being offered are brand new or second-hand, but it should be brand new, because if not, then it is not a fair replacement for the Mi-171 helicopters, since those were being bought brand new. When we bought our 32 brand new S-70I Black Hawk helicopters last March of this year of 2022, they were worth around $19.5 million each. The S-70I and the UH-60 are very similar aircraft, with some differences in some of the equipment used, so I expect their price for brand new aircraft to be not too far off from each other. Compared to the Mi-171, the Black Hawk's price is quite expensive, since it is already $5.3 million more expensive for an aircraft that can only carry less than half the seated passenger load of the Mi-171. In terms of the cost per flight hour, it is the same story. The newest Black Hawk version in the United States inventory, the UH-60M, cost only several $100s less than that of the Mi-171, but again, this is for an aircraft that has less load carrying capacity. So, to summarize, the Philippines is now reportedly looking at Black Hawk helicopters to replace the cancelled deal for the Mi-171 helicopter, but since it carries less than half the seated passenger capacity of the Mi-171, then 35 brand new Black Hawk helicopters will be needed to replace the 16 brand new Mi-171 helicopters. The Black Hawk helicopters are also more expensive in terms of unit cost than the Mi-171, and about as expensive to operate despite having less capability. Thank you for watching the video. I invite you again to like and share it, and subscribe to the channel.